Hi guys, welcome and thank you for joining me. Today I am going to be doing a 2025 holiday gift guide for the girlies. This is for honestly any girl, any woman of any age. There's some little sort of fun activities in here, some items that I would say are more rare. I tried to be unique because I know I've used trending things as well, but I know we all know about like the Laneige lip masks and like the Summer Fridays glosses and things like that. So I've left some things out that I feel like are pretty standard, pretty obvious, you know what I mean? But I've still included a lot of like trending beauty products, with also some more like rare things, some different sort of unique hidden gems. So yeah, let's get started. I have to quickly say a disclaimer. The holidays are not all about gifts. The holidays are about spending time with the people we love and reflecting on gratitude and how grateful we are to be alive and to have the things that we already have, and feeling so abundant in our lives and realizing that just having shelter, having food, having water, having family, all of these things, having clothes, having, all of the extras that we already have, phones, all of these material things that we already have, to be so grateful for that and soak it all in and be grateful that we get the opportunity to ask for more when there are many people out there who don't have things like that. So I realized like how, I guess, obnoxious gift guides can be in some ways, with all of the expensive gadgets out there and overconsumption. So I do realize that, and on the other scale, I'm also like, we deserve, our wishes, and it's okay to ask for things, and it's Christmas time, so let's just have fun with it and let's ask for what we want and be super appreciative. And if we don't get what we want, that's okay too, because our lives are already filled with so much and we're so grateful. I wanted to start, so my first category is fashion. I'm going to be reading from my notes. So number one is a Scuffers hoodie. These are a little bit more pricey. I think Christmas is that time where you do sort of splurge or ask for something a little bit more expensive. And so I feel like it was perfect to include this now, because this isn't something I would just buy for myself like any day of the week. It's something I would specifically wait for like a holiday or an occasion or something to buy it. But they're so, like, honestly, any Scuffers hoodie is adorable. Aritzia trousers. They are just adorable. Like, honestly, any like linen sort of business pant, you can dress it up, you can dress it down, it can look very casual. There's so many different uses for it. So like Aritzia trousers, or really any other sort of trouser business pant. Levi's jeans. Levi's jeans are just perfect. I think we all know that. But again, there's something you have to splurge on. They are very, very good quality. So if you gift it to someone, it's an awesome gift because they're gonna last them a long time. Obviously make sure you know that person's size, but Levi's jeans. A Fair Isle sweater. So just a cute, cozy, vintage looking sweater. Specifically like a little bit oversized. You can get some cropped ones that are very cute too. I feel like bonus points if they have like a little bit of a like, what is this called? Oh my god. If bonus points if they have like a little bit of a cuff. But yeah, Fair Isle sweaters. A wrap cardigan. Pink is so pretty with a wrap cardigan. Or just like a staple, like a black, a neutral. Pilates socks. Nike socks. Slouchy tote bags, like a really giant, big tote bag. Adidas Sambas or Gazelles in any color. Especially yellow is very fun, pink is very fun to just like add a pop of color to an outfit, especially if you know someone who kind of like dares to dress a little bit more like bold. Lululemon Align, I know it's basic, but like I feel like every girl needs a basic Lululemon Align jogger and pair of leggings because they're perfection. I also included workout sets. So now we will move on to beauty. I wanted to first say that I will include like little accessories really briefly. So like gold hoops are stunning, silver hoops are stunning, especially like bonus points if they have a little bit of like a texture to them. Customized gifts are perfect as well, and they are just so special and they feel so much more meaningful. So a necklace with someone's name, a bracelet with someone's name, like you can never go wrong doing something like that. I also just want to include like cute scarves, cute furry mittens, like specifically gloves that are super fuzzy, that look cashmere and just look luxurious and elegant. These things I feel like are quite basic, but they're staples. Like we all, you know, wear jewelry and we all typically wear like hats and mitts, so I wanted to include that. From Lush, Super Milk, honestly anything from the Super Milk line is just incredible, as well as Sticky Dates, anything from the Sticky Dates line. Color Wow hair products, these are something I haven't got my hands on yet, but they are on my wish list. I've heard really good things. The Say makeup bag, Huda Beauty perfume, I've smelt all of them, absolutely love them. Sol de Janeiro perfumes, the little body spray sets are perfect. Marc Jacobs Daisy Love is my tried and true. I got this for my sister last year and she's out of it. Like she loved it so much, and I've gone through 2 bottles of it, 2 big bottles of it and then a bunch of little bottles of it. It's the best, and I feel like any girl, it's like universal, any girl would love it. EOS body cream, like this is your time to get someone like a luxurious body like butter. So Bath and Body Works has some really good ones. If you're in Canada, the Body Shop has really good ones as well, and also Philosophy body washes. They are on a heavier price point. I found, I don't think they are as much in the US, but in Canada they are more pricey, but they are really big. You get a lot in it, and it's something that a girl would really appreciate. Medicube face mask, and honestly really any Korean skincare. I bought these little Korean skincare like face masks that I will be giving some people that aren't just like the little cheapy face masks that burn your face, but they're actually like beneficial for your skin. A cleansing oil. Specifically, I love the e.l.f. one. There's a lot of good cleansing oils on the market that you can get from Sephora. The e.l.f. one is very affordable, and I feel like people typically will buy a cleanser for themselves, but they might not know to double cleanse. So it's always nice to get someone, you know, an extra cleanser to add into their routine because they might not think to buy that for themselves. All right, we are now going to move on to hobbies. So for this area, I really had to mention Zelda. Zelda is a video game. I feel like it is so healing and so relaxing and so calming. There is a degree of like, I feel like it's such a balanced game because you can, on one hand, you can just relax in the game, you can explore, you can sort of just like trottle around and explore leisurely, but then there's also the aspect of like, it's really rewarding and there's like sort of missions, so to speak, so there is things to do, but it's not a constant doing, like as if you were playing like Mario, for example, which is an amazing game. But if you're playing Mario, it's like go go go. This is a very chill game. Like you can have your tea, your coffee, you can just like wind down while you play this game. Any Zelda game I'd recommend. If you have a Switch or someone you know has a Switch, or maybe you're asking for a Switch, the perfect game to go with it is Breath of the Wild. I also want to mention Animal Crossing. It's a game I personally haven't played too much, but I also love the vibe of it. It's just, it brings me back to like being a little kid. And isn't that why we all love Christmas? Because we feel like a little kid again. Yeah, Animal Crossing is a really good one as well. And then a Polaroid camera or a digital camera. It's amazing if you can get someone a camera that instantly prints. I think that just like saves so much work, and people can scrapbook as well with that. So I wanted to add into hobbies scrapbooking. If you get someone like a scrapbooking kit or like a scrapbooking like making set, you can even DIY this yourself. I think that's such a nice gift to give someone. Puzzles. I've been obsessed with puzzles. I think if you're giving a puzzle to sort of like a beginner puzzle person, I would recommend getting them like 300 pieces or less rather than gifting them like 1,000-piece puzzle, because that might seem a little bit like overwhelming for someone who's never really done a lot of puzzles. So I would recommend getting someone a 300-piece puzzle or less of something that they like. Also, coloring books. Coco Wild coloring books are my favorite, but there's a ton of different coloring books on the market. I love like anything related to Christmas adult coloring books. Also getting someone a reflection journal that has journal prompts where they can work through their mental health, answer questions, and something that's just really reflective of life, I think is a really beautiful gift. As well as some bookmarks, like a set of bookmarks for someone who you know loves to read. Okay, now we are going to move on to health. Migraine relief cap, cast iron pans. I have heard, and I think a lot of us have heard, that there's a lot of chemicals that are used on like our typical pans, like ceramic. And so to get someone a gift that they maybe wouldn't think to get, but that is very health conscious, and get them like bonus points if it's pink, like a very cute set of some new like cast iron pans, I think is a brilliant idea. Also, natural cleaning products. I know it doesn't seem that fun to get cleaning products for Christmas, but we all use cleaning products, right? We clean our house, especially if you know someone is just getting their first apartment or they live on their own or whatever, or you know, like a clean freak, for instance. Like getting someone eco-friendly, clean, like all natural cleaning products is just so nice. A yoga mat. I love the idea of like a yoga mat that is not so spongy. Like there's those big, thick, spongy yoga mats, which I think serve a nice purpose, of course, but you could also just get like a nice all natural cotton yoga mat. And again, it's something that's health conscious, and it kind of reminds someone to get up and do their yoga, to meditate on their yoga mat, to work out or do stretches on their yoga mat. If you have a pretty yoga mat, it helps. I also wanted to mention there is these water bottles that are filtered. So it's just a regular water bottle, and they come with like built-in filters. So Brita makes them. There's a bunch of different brands that makes them. But I think this is so smart for someone who just like, you know, despises. I know a lot of people who despise tap water. They just won't drink it. And so this is such a nice way they can take it on the go, and they can have it with them, or maybe they don't have a Brita and this is like their first kind of step to starting to filter water. I just think it's a nice gift to give someone. Also, I wanted to mention a water flosser. So obviously mouthwash and like bamboo toothbrushes, these are good ideas, but a water flosser specifically because it makes flossing so easy. And again, it's something that's a little bit more bougie, that someone might just stick with the regular floss picks until you turn them on to a water flosser. And lastly, I want to mention a vibration plate. This is very new to me. I haven't used one yet, but I've been learning a lot about somatic healing and like healing from trauma and anxieties, and just we all, you know, face mental health, right? Like we all deal with some form of just not feeling well some days, and somatic healing is really good for just like relaxation and releasing, you know, excess trauma from the body and like deeply stored emotions. And so a vibration plate can really help like shake out the body and literally release energy. But on top of that, it has so many other benefits. A vibration plate helps people, I've heard, with weight loss. It helps really stimulate your muscles. So if you're working out on it, it's like working out times 10. Like it is like, I read that going on it is the equivalent to doing like 120 jumping jacks or something. So it's a way you can kind of like accelerate working out, and you can use it at home. So it is a pricey gift. I have not yet bought it for myself, but I think it's a beautiful idea. And also an acupuncture mat. I do have an acupuncture mat. I just sit it like right in my bathroom in front of my sink, and I just like stand on it. So every night before bed, I brush my teeth, do my skincare, and I just like step on it, and I take some conscious breaths, and I just like move my feet around on it. And it has like, it's like pointy, so it doesn't like hurt your feet necessarily, but it definitely gives your feet like a tingle, and it just like helps stimulate your vagus nerve and relax your body before bed. And acupuncture, of course, has a bunch of its own benefits. So having an acupuncture mat is a really nice thing. So now we are moving on to random. My foot fell asleep. Okay. Candles, of course. Yes, very basic, but I couldn't forget to mention candles. And I wanted to say, Bath & Body Works is tried and true. I love Bath & Body Works, but let's not forget our local businesses, because there's actually a girl right around the corner from me. She sells, her company's called The Good Wax, and she has fantastic candles that are all natural. They're like a soy blend, and they smell incredible. And I love the fact that the profits go to her rather than this like giant brick and mortar company. So consider buying candles locally. You know, they do the same thing as the great big companies do, and who doesn't love candles? And with that, I'll mention to get one of those little like a specific candle lighter for someone, especially the electric ones, because they look a lot more aesthetic and they look like decor. Okay, also the Rode phone case with a lip gloss in it as well. A keychain, specifically a keychain with a little stuffed animal on it, or a little stuffy ball, or a little customized letter or something like that. I got a little customized picture of my dog as a keychain, so that's a really good idea. You could do that for someone else's dog. Also, I wanted to mention a customized pillow. So you can customize pillows, blankets, obviously mugs. There's so many different things, but customized pillowcases I think are so adorable. Getting someone just a little throw pillow and putting a picture of you and them on it, or putting their animal on it, their pet, like it's such a cute idea. Also, gifting somebody a massage. So like actually gifting them an experience. So I know there's like really nice spas like nearby. I have like Nordic Spa and Veta, and those are amazing because they have like a whole experience with like a sauna, and it's just very spa-like and rejuvenating. So you could get someone something like that for you and them, or just for them. You could just book someone like an hour-long massage and just gift that to them. Like I think that's such a nice idea, because people forget to take care of themselves. People forget to prioritize themselves while they're busy, you know, taking care of other people. So I think that's a really good idea. Also a shower lamp. This has changed the shower game. Instead of having these huge bright lights on while I'm in the shower, I have this cute little lamp. And especially if you're having a bath too, it's so much more dim. You can control it, and you can have a pink light while you're in the shower. I feel like anyone would love that. Glasses for iced coffee, for energy drinks, whatever. Had to mention magnesium oil or magnesium cream. These are incredible. I'm someone who religiously takes magnesium biglycinate. I take it as a supplement. It helps with so many things. It helps with period cramps. It helps with headaches. It helps with bloating. Like it helps with like, literally if you have a headache or something sore, don't take Tylenol. Take a magnesium biglycinate. It's natural, and it doesn't have like side effects, right? It's not damaging to your liver the way that, I mean, I'm not a doctor, guys, but it's not damaging to your liver the way it would be if you just like popped Tylenol. So I am obsessed with magnesium biglycinate. I feel like it helps with everything, workout recovery. If I work out, I will take that. Like I take it every day. I take it twice a day. And when I'm on my period, I actually take it more, and it's just been such a lifesaver for me. So getting someone magnesium oil to rub on their body for when they have tension, to put at the soles of their feet before they go to bed. It helps you sleep better. It just helps with like tension and sore muscles. A cream, an oil, like either one. Also a magnesium, there's a Dr. Teal's magnesium oil, shower oil, sorry. So you can use it in the shower and it works brilliantly as well. And then bath soaks or like bath salts are really great as well. Just to remind someone to take that time for themselves and to have a bath. Well, I think that concludes this video. I hope this helps somebody. I am absolutely so excited for the holidays. I will be definitely making more Christmas content, and have fun shopping.